Good evening, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Corolla Pascal, back here for another night of JPL hockey for week number 2, second night of week 2. Big shout out and thank you to Trey Wright for being on the mic yesterday for night 1, a Sunday night, an unusual one for us here at the Jersey Pro League. But either way, set for a great night here in night number 2, another all-club division matchup. Homegrown Hockey versus College Hockey Buzz to kick things off here in game number 1 for night number 2. Then in game 2, it's going to be the Hockey House Podcast versus the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation to close things out here tonight. Then tomorrow, the big one, kicking off the Pro Division tomorrow evening. Also 7:15 and 8:45 start times. Set for a great day tomorrow. Also a great one here today as we get ready. Homegrown and CHB still looking for their first wins of the season. Both teams 0-1 on the year so far. College Hockey Buzz led by Luca Carnamola as captain for the season. And then over for Homegrown Hockey, Austin Teets, the captain, alongside pretty much the entirety of the rest of the William Patterson team from William Patterson University in the ACHA Division I. Pretty much every single player on the Homegrown squad going to the William Patterson team. And this team, at least for Homegrown, pretty much the entirety of the College Hockey Buzz team from last year. Almost all of the almost all the players from that team now on Homegrown. So seeing their old team now here in this one for the first time this year as we get ready to go for the opening draw here of game 1, and we're off. Quickly, HGH with the puck back in their own end, kept here by Homegrown. Vincent Stoffel, he will send this one forward, trying to find Swartwout. Bounces up to Barbieri, he can't hold on. This one picked up and played out there by Zach Gold. Over the other way, Carnamola, he fires that one high and wide. Down back into the corner. This one bounces lower. Picked up once again here for Homegrown in their own end, now taken away by Meehan. Meehan tries to put on the moves there on Barbieri, but it's picked up by Kirillichev. Kirillichev from Fort Lee, New Jersey. He will send this one back out. Bounces to Gold, who will send this one forward, trying to find Helkowski. Helkowski, a familiar name for us here at BSB. Plays at the College of New Jersey, one of the teams we broadcast here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting in the regular season at least. We'll be back again with them in the fall for the 25-26 season. As this one is played across here, picked up by Homegrown Hockey yet again. We'll have to try and figure out who that sub is, who's got the white and red and yellow striped jersey on. We'll have to try and confirm with you who that may be during the 1-minute intermissions, as that one is fired on. Good save there from Bo Solomon in between the pipes for College Hockey Buzz. First shot of the game. And he passes his first test as this one goes back up to O'Donnell. Ringed around, down into the corner, looking back up. This one picked off by Glye, and he will send it out of the zone. O'Donnell puts on the handles and drives his way through. Lays the pass off, looking to get it back. There was Teets on the rebound. He scores. And Homegrown take the 1-0 lead. Austin Teets puts it into the back of the net. Let's take another look at that one. Teets doing a good job to drive his way in and just poked that one home. Off the rebound, this will go all the way back into the end of Boyle. Played out again here by Homegrown. Trying to get on, this is O'Brien. He drives in quickly. O'Brien across, Boyle is there. He fires that one up and over, and it will go up into the netting. 12:49 left to go here in period number 1. Shot still technically 0-0 up on the board. Should really be 1-0. Off the draw, one back here by Homegrown. Quick fired shot onto Solomon. He makes the save. Picked up here in the zone again. O'Donnell with it at the point. High slot, he fires. That one's blocked away by CHB. Back up to the point. Boyle sends it across. O'Donnell able to get it back off the bounce there by Meehan, as this will get ringed around here for Sean King. King. He will send this the other way. Picked up by O'Donnell again, lays it off. O'Brien with it, looking to center. That one gets by everybody and goes to Boyle on the opposite side corner. He will send it back down low. Gets by Keola. Picked up once again here. Fire towards the net of Solomon. He steers that one away with the paddle as it bounces back up to the point. Kept in the zone here by Homegrown. Quick shot fired on. That one goes up and over the bar. As it is cleared out of the zone, Stoffel will have to go back and collect. Stoffel, he will send forward. Driving in, here goes King. He fires. That one goes high and above the bar of Solomon as Swartwell will pick it up. Trying the center. No one was there. Taken away here by Zach Gold, who will keep it for CHB. CHB finished tied first in the club division last year. 5-1, 0-1 record in the 24-25 season. They struggled in game number 1, looking to try and find their scoring touch here in game 2 as they drive right to the net front. That was Helkowski who put that one just wide. And it looks like in between the pipes today is Frankie Smith for Homegrown. And Homegrown, the only team in the JPL with 2 goalies on their roster, at least here in the club division, as that one will bounce up and over the glass and out of play. Just under 11 minutes left to go here in period number 1 here between Homegrown Hockey and College Hockey Buzz. If you're just tuning in, thank you for doing so. Was a great week 1 last week here in the JPL club division, and set for a great week 2. We already had some great games yesterday in a rare Sunday late afternoon series of games here for another Monday set. Kept here by College Hockey Buzz. This one bounces right into the slot. Kicks off the skates of Stoffel as Kirillachev will pick it up and play it forward. Swartwell driving in, able to keep it here on the backhand, trying to cut into the middle, looking to get the shot off, couldn't do so. Trying to get to this now is Azzarello, can't get to it in time as O'Donnell collects. O'Donnell driving in, beautiful move to cut his way in, he fires, stopped by Solomon. Good save there by Solomon as this one will go across here to Ryan Burke. Now Azzarello with it. Pitches this one up, but it's gloved down by O'Donnell. O'Donnell having himself quite the game so far as driving in here comes Homegrown yet again. That sharp angle shot from Swart out, saved by Solomon. Picked up by Helkowski. He finds Gley. The teammates driving in. Gley with it, looking to center. Couldn't connect to Carnamola as it's picked back up here by Homegrown again. Out to center ice. A bit of a collision there between the between 2 players as it will go all the way back here to Frankie Smith. Smith played for the New Jersey 87s in the EHLP this past year. The 87s dominant year over in the EHL, winning both the EHLP and EHL titles in the 24-25 season. Great program over there with the 87s as this one is sent into the zone. Boyle will go and collect this one. Like I said, it's pretty much all William Patterson here on this Homegrown squad. Smith actually a William Patterson commit, as well as a couple other guys on this Homegrown team. So pretty much the entire squad is made up of William Patterson players, or soon to be William Patterson players. Lastra will pick this one up. Lastra drives in, cutting his way into the slot. Solomon able to make the save with the pads. Kept here by HGH again. Trying to cut their way into the middle, looking to try and get a shot off. That one got deflected just wide. Keola got a stick in there to help out Solomon as that shot from the point is rifled in, and Solomon will hold on to that one. 8:11 left to go here in period number 1. Off the draw, one back here by a Homegrown. Stoffel will send it across. Shot from the blue line is stopped there by Solomon again, as Lastra will keep this in the corner. Lastra still with it. Able to find Tietz, looking to move it forward. Kaola there. Now back over to Lastra again. He goes back up to the point. Shot from the blue line goes high and away. There from Homegrown, as Stoffel will put it back in deep. Back up to the point once again here for HGH. Now into the circle, looking to try and get a shot off. They can't do so that time, as it goes into the corner here for the 19 of Zach Gold. Gold across, able to find Eddie Kane. It bounces by him, and Stoffel will get it back. Lastra now with it along the wall. He has some room, cuts by one defender, able to keep the puck. Driving his way up the near side wall, Lastra still with it, looking to fire. He does, and it's stopped there by Solomon. The redirect nearly bounced right into his legs as it comes all the way back out to the neutral zone now. That one took a funny hop there. Solomon didn't know where that rebound chance was, as O'Donnell tries to put one short side high on Solomon. Another save there by Bo, as it will go into the near side corner here for Kaola. Gold with it. He can't handle as Kaola will try and clear. Hops off the dasher and out as Meehan will keep this puck. Sends it across, looking for Azzarello. He can't hold on. Now O'Brien with it. Driving his way into the zone. O'Brien looking. He fires. That one was blocked there by the 3 of Vadola. Went off his stick as he has it now. Sends this one up ice, trying to poke it forward. Here comes CHB for a moment. Now it goes back to Vadola again. Azzarello and Boyle come together. It's picked up by O'Brien, trying to spring it forward for a fellow teammate. Can't do so. Now poke the other way. Trying to get on that was Helkowski. Down to just about 6 minutes left to go here in period number 1. It's been all Homegrown so far here in this one. Only up 1-0 right now. Solomon has made a couple good stops in between the pipes for College Hockey Buzz. And that will go all the way past Smith. No icing though, as Carnival was there first. Carnival, he fires, tried to go far side post. Just couldn't put it in. Back into the corner. Helkowski will poke this back up to the point. Kept in here by Vadola. He will put it back down low. Pinned up along the wall. Helkowski trying to dig at it. Kept here by Homegrown. Now O'Donnell tried to take it away, couldn't do so. Still with it is Homegrown in their own ends. Back up to the point, Vadola keeps it in. Homegrown now with a little room. O'Donnell will chip this one out, was looking to try and find Sean King. As now Barbieri will collect. Barbieri lays off. King trying to get a shot off, can't do so. Kept here by College Hockey Buzz. Carnamola driving in with Helkowski. Helkowski goes into the corner there with Stoffel, as it's picked up by Barbieri now. He will spring it forward, looking for Kirillachev. Able to keep it. He fires and he scores. 2-0 Homegrown Hockey. What a shot there from Roman Kirillachev. Able to put that one 5-hole on Solomon. Let's get another look at that one. This one came all the way out from in their own end. Kirillachev just got the pass and just put that one 5-hole. Solomon got a little bit of it, just couldn't put it all into the back of the net. Or hold it from going into the back of the net, excuse me, as it's now a 2-0 hole here for College Hockey Buzz, looking to try and dig themselves out of it. Glei almost with a chance there as he took the puck away from Kirillachev for a moment. Now Ryan Burke. He will stop and spin, plays this one across. Into the zone, here comes Carnamola. Carnamola, another one of our fellow BSB team broadcast players. Plays for the Ramapo Roadrunners up in Wayne. Over at Ramapo College, as this one played across. Stopped there by Solomon again. Good redirect there as here comes Swart out, trying to power move in front of the net, and he scores. What a power move there from Swart out, and it is 3-0. Let's take another look at that goal from Swartwout. Powered his way right to the center of the net and just drove right in. We'll send this one forward up to Barbieri. Barbieri looking to cut his way through, and it's been 3 different goal scorers so far here for Homegrown. As O'Donnell picks it up, feeds it right in front. Big stop by Solomon. 2-on-1 now forming here for College Hockey Buzz. If they can hurry, can't do so. Great back check there from O'Donnell to take it away from Meehan. Meehan has it again. The one, the backhand tried to go top shelf there on Smith. Just couldn't get it to go. Went high and away. As out the other direction, here comes Homegrown. Swartwout with it to Kirillachev. He tried to go top shelf as well. Couldn't get it into the back of the cage. Went to the backhand on that shot. Just went up and over as it's picked up here by Homegrown again. Homegrown into the zone. 3-on-1 across to Swartwout. Back to Teets. He stopped there on the doorstep by Solomon as it's picked up once again. Right in front. They can't get the shot on goal. Picked up here by Burke. Burke will clear. Chasing after it goes Vadola into the zone. The Sacred Heart University skater will send this one around. Looking to try and find Keola. Back up to the point now. Kept in the zone. That shot saved there by Smith. I think that might actually be the first official shot on net for College Hockey Buzz here in this game. Shots still at 0-0 on the board, so we're going to keep track of them on here potentially. We'll have to see. As that one redirects right in front. And another goal for a Homegrown. 4-0 in favor of HGH. Coming back after losing game 1 with a vengeance. Already up 4-0 here in the first. Spectacular redirect in front. It was set up there by Lastra. As we'll have to try and confirm who that goal scorer was. They're wearing number 47 with a blue 47 in a white jersey. We're going to try and see if we can confirm who that is, as that's a stop there by Solomon with the glove. Had the big body of Austin Teets right in front of him. 6'4", 181 from Emerson, New Jersey is Austin Teets. It's a big team here for Homegrown. Between Teets, Lastra, and Swartwout, they've got a lot of size here on this squad as O'Donnell fires that one wide of the cage. Back up at the point, kept in here by Homegrown again. Cycling lower. Lastra with it in front. That shot fired, saved there by Solomon. That time got it with the leather as it bounces into the corner here for Lastra. Along the boards, Teets now with it. Looking for some help here along the goal line. Back up to the point to O'Donnell. On the blue paint, he sends this one around. Below the goal line, bouncing once again, looking in front for Lastra. He can't get it on target. Kept in here in the high slot, fired. That one goes up and over the bar. Puck sent around. Still not out of the zone. Spin around move, able to get it to Teets. Back up to the point now, walking in. That one fired and knocked away. That was Lastra who took the shot. Was blocked there by Vadola. And what an onslaught of a forecheck here from Homegrown. Looking a little bit like the Florida Panthers with their offensive forecheck, as here comes Carnamola the other way. He fires, stopped by Smith on the rebound. Helkowski can't get there. He's on it again, though, now. Helkowski looking for some help. Trying to center, still with the puck. Looking across, trying to find Carnamola. Can't get it to his stick as it goes back up to Gold. Gold will play this lower. Glide fires. That one stopped by Smith. Cleared out of the slot, though, by HGH. O'Donnell along the boards. Kept in, trying to find that pass lower was Burke. Gold will keep this in the zone. Got it away from Lastra. Able to find Carnamola. Carnamola looking across. Tried to find Glide on the backdoor pass. As that will do it for period number 1. A 4-0 lead for Homegrown after the first period. Some excellent performances all around from Homegrown here in the first, but we're going to step aside, take a quick 1-minute break, and we'll be back for the second in just a few. And we are back here for period number 2. Thank you for joining us once again. My name is Carlo Pascal. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. Homegrown Hockey taking on College Hockey Buzz here for the second period. HGH built themselves a 4-0 lead in the first. A onslaught of chances. I equated it to the Florida Panthers and their forecheck, and it's looking still very much like that right now as they drive into the zone yet again. As it's taken out here by College Hockey Buzz, played over to the other side. We'll get the goal scorers here for you now. It started off with Austin Tietz. He got things started here in this one. It was Austin Tietz, then Roman Kirillachev, then Thomas Swartwout, and then Matthew O'Donnell is going to get goal number 4. He will get credit for it as this will go all the way down back into the HGHN, and that will be a icing here on College Hockey Buzz. Make sure you stay tuned for game number 2 of the night, where the Hockey House podcast takes on the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Should be a good one later on. JMGF winning their first game here in the JPL, which was awesome to see last week in week number 1. Second night of week 2 here in this one today as O'Brien fires. That one goes up and over the net. Kept here by Sean King in the zone. Back up to the point. Barbieri fires. That one goes deflected wide. As this will be taken by Helkowski. Flipped to the other side here for Burke. Driving in. He fires. That one saved by Smith. O'Brien able to take this one away again. Looking to try and find Swartwout. Swartwout into the zone. Looking to power around. Kaola can't do so. Lost the handle of the puck. As this will bounce down lower into the corner. Picked up here by Jake Sandameno, as we were able to figure out who was wearing the number 13 jersey for Homegrown Hockey. It is Jake Sandameno. Still no update on who is wearing the number 47 white jersey for Homegrown, as out the other way, here comes Swartwout with Kirillachev. Swartwout not able to hold on to the puck again. And also on the Homegrown Hockey bench, somebody is wearing a number 88 Tietz jersey, so we're going to have to try and figure out who that may be as well. As this is played back by Gold, trying to connect on the pass, kept here by Burke. Down to Gold again, looking in front, redirected just wide. That time from Nick Azzarello. Azzarello going to Wake Forest University, the Greenbrook, New Jersey native, as this will go sailing all the way back into the end here for CHB. Picked up by Carnamola. Former captain of Team BSB last year in the Jersey Pro League in the 2024 season. Kept in the zone here by him. Carnamola with it again in the high slot. He first, and he scores! Ripped that one glove side there on Frankie Smith. And College Hockey Buzz have life. Let's take another look at that one. Carnamola able to put this one home. Did it all himself to keep it in the zone and just walked into the high slot and ripped it glove side. Kept it low enough there on Smith and put it into the back of the cage. And Carnamola able to put one home. Makes it a 3-goal game. 4-1 the score now. Here with 11:30 left to go in the second. Bouncing puck here for Matthew Barbieri. Driving into the zone, has Kirillachev on the far side, trying to find it to him. The Swartwout denied there by Bo Solomon. Bouncing puck, somehow that didn't end up in the back of the cage. I thought Kirillachev was for sure going to put that one in. Out the other way now. Stopped is Jacoby, as it's picked up once again here by Homegrown Hockey. The other direction. Here comes Barbieri again. Barbieri fires. Stopped originally by Solomon, but it bounced over him and into the back of the cage. And just like that, the 4-goal lead yet again here for Homegrown. Let's take another look at that one. That was a funky bounce there off the pads of Solomon. Just took a weird one off of him, bounced right over top of his head, and ended up into the back of the net. Bounced right off the pads and over his helmet and right behind him. His defenseman tried to help him and get it off the goal line, but too little too late, and it was into the back of the net. And once again, a 4-goal lead here for HGH. 5-1 the score. As out the other direction, this is played away by a Homegrown, and this will go for an icing on them here with 10:31 left to go in the second period. Off the draw, it's one back here by Homegrown Hockey. And apologies about the shot count not being displayed here today. Unfortunately, it's not being tracked up on the big boards either, so we're not even going to guess at this point.
I kind of want to say HGH 19, CHB 13.
Colton Reynolds next to me, and technical director, guessing 19-13 in favor of HGH. I'm just going to say right now, based on how the game has gone, a lot from what it seems like as of this point. As HGH has had a lot of the offensive pressure, but College Hockey Buzz starting to make their way here in this period. Already scored one off the stick of Luca Carnamola. Looking for more as Kaola will send this one deep back into the corner. On it again, here's Burke trying to put this one 5-hole there on Smith. Can't get it to go. Off the face-off, it's picked up here by HGH again, trying to clear. Can't do so. Some good offensive pressure here by College Hockey Buzz. Back up at the point. Sent in there by Vadola. Ringed around, trying to center this one right in front. That shot from Zach Gold won't get through, as Tietz will send it out here for Lastra. Lastra with it, back to Tietz, trying to get a shot off. It's blocked on the rebound. Can't get to it in time. Was Vincent Stoffel, as that shot's fired onto Solomon, trying to gather it, but it bounces right to Tietz, and he puts it into the back of the net. That was a weird one there, as Solomon tried to corral it with the paddle, but unfortunately it just went right to Austin Tietz, who has a wide open 4x6 to put it in. We'll take another look at that one. This makes it a 6-1 game. And trying to just gather it with Solomon and just couldn't do so, and Tietz just puts it back into the cage. Oh, a bit of a scramble there for Solomon trying to cover it. But either way, here goes Helkowski now for College Hockey Buzz. He pulls up at the hash marks, plays it across. Able to find Atwell, who fires redirected in front by Azzarello. But Smith is able to hold on. And number 9, Brian Atwell, fellow teammate of Luca Carnamola at Ramapo College in the AAU. Helkowski will play this one across. Kane will put it back in deep. Azzarello trying to get on it, can't do so that time, as it's picked up and played out here by Homegrown. The other way, here goes King. Sending this one lower. Goes deep into the corner. Back up here to the circle, trying to play this one in front, looking for King on the rebound. It goes wide. Played across here to Atwell. He can't hold on. Kept in by King as the 9s come together. Now picked up by HGH again into the zone. Here comes O'Donnell, can't hold on, and that will be an offside call. They're on Homegrown Hockey. And I was talking about their attack so far. And in game 1 for them this season, they scored 6 goals. They played against the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. They ended up losing 7-6. So 6 goals up on the board, already tied that game here in this one. And they just got a little bit outdueled in that one. Got the goals, but just didn't get enough defense in that game to squeeze out the victory. Now they're up by 5 here in this one already, coming back with a vengeance, wanting to win this one and put themselves at 500 on the year. here in game number 2 of the season for them. And for College Hockey Buzz, you're down by 5 right now, trying to have to find some offense. It didn't really click in game 1 either. Have to try and find a way to convert on a couple chances. Is out the other way. Here goes O'Brien. O'Brien walking in the circle. He fires and puts it home. Makes it 7-1. The extra point is good. .752 left to go here in the second, and it is a 7-1 game. Anthony O'Brien just gripped it and ripped it into the back of the net. What a shot there. Went low pad on Bo Solomon. As here comes Swartwout the other way. Partial breakaway chance. Had it knocked away at the last second there by Evan Vadola. Swartwout still with it, though. Trying to get a shot off. Solomon knocks it away. Swartwout with it again, looking for a chance to get a shot off. He fires, stopped by Solomon. On the rebound, fired on, and he's able to hold on to it. On the rebound, it was poked in, but the whistle went, so no goal. It's going to be waved off. And Swartwout and Solomon doing a little bit of chirping with each other. They play each other a lot during the regular season. Solomon going to Temple. And Swartwout, another one of the William Patterson boys that make up a large majority of the Jersey Pro League. Pretty much the entire team playing here in the JPL for a couple different teams besides just Homegrown. Even though this is the pretty much all William Patterson squad. And this faceoff will come all the way back down after a icing here on Homegrown. Off the faceoff, taken here by College Hockey Buzz, trying to get a quick shot off. They couldn't do so. That was once again Zach Gold from the University of Rhode Island. The Glen Ridge, New Jersey native. And speaking of Glen Ridge, actually, here at BSB, we got to broadcast Glen Ridge's girls lacrosse in the spring. If you missed it, go watch some of those. It's some great lacrosse action up there at Glen Ridge. Very, very good team for them. As Swartwout comes down the other way, plays it across. Huge stop by Solomon. That was a big rip there by Matthew Barbieri, as here comes Kirillachev. He fires that one high and wide. Kept in the zone by Stoffel. Picked back up here by College Hockey Buzz. Azzarello looking across for goal. It's stopped by Boyle. Swartwout. He will try and find Kirillachev. Can't hold on. 6:12 left to go here in period 2. Stoffel. Can't get that away from Ryan Burke. Into the zone. Here comes Burke. He fires, tried to go top shelf. Went high and away. And here comes Swartwout on the breakaway chance. Swartwout right down the gut. He fires, stopped that time by Solomon. That's a big stop on the breakaway there for Solomon. As Stoffel will go back and collect this one here in his own end. Stoffel looking for Kirillachev. Bounces off his skates, will go across over to the 22 of Tommy Boyle, who walks his way in. Tried to get a shot off, and Solomon will just cover up on that one. Off the faceoff. One back here by Homegrown. At the point, that shot through traffic is stopped by Solomon again. And in game number 1, back on the 4th here for College Hockey Buzz, they ended up losing 4-3 to Capper Hockey Services in their first game in the Jersey Pro League. And like I said, they struggled in game number 1, needed to try and find their scoring touch. Still trying to do so here in this one. Getting stonewalled a little bit by the stifling defense and offensive pressure from Homegrown. as it's kept in the zone here for College Hockey Buzz. That shot goes up and over the bar. That was from E.J. Glye, as it's picked up here by Jason Lastra. Plays it across to O'Donnell. Back to Lastra in front. Put it home. 5-hole there on Solomon. And it is now 8-1. And I think Solomon might want this one back. It just squeaked under his pad. Looking at the play once again, Lastra driving and got the pass from O'Donnell, and Solomon just didn't have the pad down quite enough, was still shifting over, and Lastra got just enough of it to tap it underneath him as he was sliding. But it is now 8-1 here with 4:40 left to go in period 2, as this one bounces back to Kane. Kane down in his own end here in the left side far corner. This will go back up to the point here for Homegrown. Picked off by Glye. Glye trying to find Helkowski. The teammates going together. Helkowski with it to Glye. Tried to go back to Helkowski. Couldn't hold on to it. The TCNJ teammates trying to get going as that pass is blocked. Helkowski will pick it up. Finds Glye again. Now to Gavin Jacoby. Jacoby will lay off for Helkowski. Looking in front, trying to find Jacoby. He's back on it. Cycling around the zone. Has it taken away, though. That time by Jason Lastra. Lastra uses Teets as a screen. He lost an edge. Looking to lay it back to him. Can't hold on to it that time, but he's able to help pin it into the wall. Able to get it now. Tried to sharp angle shot that one right off the helmet of Solomon, as this will go bouncing back up and out off the stick of Meehan. Meehan gets bumped off the puck. Picked up back here by Teets as it's played across. Into the zone. HGH again looking to weave their way in and get another chance here on Solomon. Wraparound chance. Can't find an angle as this one goes back across. Fired through. Stopped there by Solomon. On the rebound. Got the paddle down to make the stop. That one was on Lastra, looking to cash in for another one. Back up to the point. Carnamola will now keep this. Burke, the other way. Stops on a dime, looking over to the other side. Back to Carnamola. Big stop by Frankie Smith on Carnamola. What a stop there by Smith. That is a big, big time stop there by him. College Hockey Buzz looking to try and get the offense going. And Smith stonewalling Carnamola, looking for his second of the game, as this one is picked up here by HGH for a moment. Kept in yell by Boyle. Boyle looking lower. That one stopped. Solomon with another save there as it's picked up over on the other side by CHB, but quickly taken away and dumped into the zone by Boyle again. And Solomon will just leave it off. Now up to Burke. Burke will spring it the other way. Meehan with it. Meehan lost the handle as it's now collected by Vadola, looking to go back to Meehan. Stopped by King. King had Burke all over him as he drives into the zone. He fires, that one goes up and over the bar. Carnamola has to leave this one off. Kiola now with it. Kiola into the zone, has to lay back here to Gold. Gold fires, tried to go short side high. Goes up and over the bar. 2-on-1 out the other way here for Homegrown. King across, pass just too hot to handle as it will go into the corner. Now O'Brien with it. Has that one steered away as Gold will collect. Gold weaving in. Carnamola with it. Trying to lay it back for Azarello. Couldn't get the shot off. Got his stick lifted by O'Brien on the back check as Kirillachev will collect the puck here. Lays this pass off. Walking in. That shot stopped there by Solomon on King. Another shot from Kirillachev is stopped by Solomon. Looking in front. King again. That one's blocked away there by Kane as Kirillachev is back on it. Kirillachev, he will send this one lower, was looking for O'Donnell, as Barbieri will try and get on this for HGH, can't do so. Not out of the zone yet, though, for CHB, as now it's finally batted out to the neutral zone as it's just played across by O'Donnell. Swartrout back out on the ice. He fires a shot. That one's deflected up and out off the stick of Atwell with 32 seconds left to go here in the second period. Off the draw, this one taken and cleared here by College Hockey Buzz. Chasing after it goes Gley. Gley along the wall. Able to play it to goal, looking for Azzarello on the backdoor. It bounced over his stick. Puck comes all the way back out to the neutral zone. Stolen away by Swartwout for a minute. Kane on the back check, able to take it away. He will send it hard around, looking for goal again. And that will do it for the second. A 8-1 lead for Homegrown Hockey. They double up on the 4 goals they had in the first and make it a 8-1 game at the end of 2. But we're going to step aside, take a short break. We'll be back for the third in just a brief second. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for period number 3 here between Homegrown Hockey and College Hockey Buzz. A 8-1 lead here for HGH coming into the third. It's been all HGH here in this one tonight. The attack has been relentless here for Homegrown. Smith will just send that one away with the paddle. Looking here for Kirillachev as he tries to play it to Swartwout. Able to get it finally to him as he tries to go to work here on Jacoby. Tried to keep the puck. Looking to get it back from him. Pins him up along the wall. Teammate coming over to help. Looking to try and dig the puck out. Able to do so. Able to play it around to Kirillachev again. Kirillachev lower, Swartwout with it through the legs, chances stopped on the rebound, a big stop by Solomon on Kirillachev, and it's cleared back out. We've already seen a couple times here for these Homegrown Hockey boys. They love the theatrics with the through the legs chances. Saw one yesterday. And a whole bunch of them last year. Yesterday was actually a through-the-legs chance for Griffin O'Shaughnessy for Mr. Lemon Stick Wax. Tried to go through the legs on a breakaway. Was very, very close. Almost went bar down on it, too, which would have been something. Scored a highlight reel goal last year. As out the other way, here comes College Hockey Buzz looking in front. Stopped there by Frankie Smith. Another chance here, looking to play it across, and they score. The pass from Gold to Burke. And CHB cut it down to 6 goals. Able to put one finally home past Smith again. We'll take another look at this one. Smith with a good first stop, and then on the rebound, Gold able to find it across to Ryan Burke, who will just tap that one into the back of the cage. His first point of the JPL season. Kane has that one skipped by him, nearly knocking right up into our camera operator, Andrew Sean, down in the corner in the bench. Got to keep your head on a swivel when you're down there. For all the photographers and videographers that come out here to the Jersey Pro League, big shout out to all of them. Lastra trying to keep this in the zone. Kept here by him again on the backhand, looking to try and find a shot, can't do so, bounces to Boyle. Boyle, he will send it around. Able to find it lower, looking for Teets in the slot. Bouncing puck for Boyle is knocked away. Atwell will collect. Saucer pass looking for Carnamola. Able to connect on it, fires it on to Smith on the rebound. Chance no one there. Meehan with it, he fires. Another chance on the rebound, goes wide. College Hockey Buzz with a flurry of chances there. Somehow it didn't go in. And out the other way, here goes Austin Teets driving in on the breakaway. Looking in, he scores. Top shelf makes it 9-2. Teets just drove in on the breakaway and just walked Bo Solomon. And after that flurry of great chances from College Hockey Buzz, and Teets just walked in and put this one top shelf there on Solomon, put on the moves, and put it into the back of the net. But going back to some of those chances for CHB, that pass from Atwell to Carnamola, outstanding feed over to get it to him. Beautiful long saucer pass. I'm sure as teammates, they've practiced that one before, obviously. Both of them going to Ramapo as Lastra will keep this one down low. Has Teets with him again. Glide will find Azzarello, who will play this one out of the zone. Dumped right back in, though, here by Homegrown. Carnamola will send this one across. Looking to try and find Azzarello. It bounces over his stick. We'll go back here to Tommy Boyle. Boyle from North Wales, PA. He will drive into the zone across the blue line now. Stop there by Gold as Jacoby will go back and collect on it with 11:05 left to go here in the third. Score 9-2 in favor of Homegrown. And make sure to stay tuned here to the stream for later on the second game of the night, the Hockey House podcast taking on the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Set for a great game, too, as well. As here comes Burke, looking for his second of the game, trying to find Helkowski on the far side, but O'Donnell knocked it away from him. Kept here looking in front, Jacoby and Helkowski both there. Can't get a shot off. Some excellent defense from HGH as Helkowski will send in and give chase. Helkowski can't get to that one in time as King has it along the wall. Plays forward to O'Donnell, who gets it out of the zone. Jacoby trying to get on this one, can't do it. Now picked up by Burke again. Burke and Meehan driving in 2-on-3. Meehan with it down lower, in front, stopped there by Smith. That was on Burke as it's picked up and played out to Sean King. King trying to go to work on Kane, blows by him, walking in, trying to go to the one-hand deke on the backhand. Tried to go to the Forsberg there. Just couldn't get it to go. As it's picked up and driven in here by Helkowski, he fires, stopped by Smith. Bouncing puck here for O'Brien. He will collect it and get going the other way. Able to keep it. Tried to dance by Meehan. Can't do so as it goes back up to Burke. Burke finds Atwell. He loses an edge as Carnamola looks for Atwell again. Bouncing puck in on Smith. Somehow he kept it out from rolling behind him as Meehan has to get to this in time. Has to lay it off to Atwell. Now to Carnamola. Carnamola working his way in. Couldn't handle it on the backhand as O'Brien will send it around. HGH with it again. Can't clear, though, as Atwell will keep it in the zone for now. Burke will try and get to it. Able to keep it along the wall. He lost an edge and went down, and we're going to get a penalty, it seems. Here with 8:46 left to go in the third, it looks like Ryan Burke might have himself a penalty shot here. And indeed he will. Ryan Burke looking for his second goal of the game, trying to cut the lead down to 6. Burke will pick this one up, opts to stay right down the gut, fires a shot, and he scores! It trickled through Frankie Smith and ends up in the back of the cage. Somehow that got through Smith. Somehow it rolled through and ended up in the back of the net. Burke, I don't think, really tried on this penalty shot either. He tried to just take a slap shot and see what happens, and somehow it just rolled through Smith and ended up in the back of the net. And you see the person who was behind Smith, hands on head, right there after that. Somehow it rolled in. Little bit of puck luck is all it takes sometimes, and the hockey gods just wanted to give that one to him, I guess. As this one bounces up here for Swartwout. He will lay off to Kirillachev. He fires quickly. Solomon stops it on the rebound, got across in transition and made the stop, and he collects another one. Things starting to turn around a little bit here for college hockey buzz. A little bit of puck luck with the goal from Ryan Burke on the breakaway, and then Bo Solomon with a big-time stop. 8:11 left to go here in the third period. This will go back up to the point for Stoffel. He fires through traffic, and another goal there for HGH, redirected in front. And just like that, Homegrown collect their lead back once again. Make it 10-3. First double-digit game here of the 2025 season. And what a deflection this was right from the slot. A beautiful redirect there by Swartwout. And that is his second of the game. Now on hat trick watch. Tietz already has a hat trick of his own. As out the other way, here comes Swartwout looking for the hat trick goal. Lays this one off to Kirillachev. He stops, but it's knocked away there by Atwell, and it comes out of the zone. Delayed offside. Nearly taken away by Swartwout again, though, as Kiola will have that one stolen. Kirillachev the other way now. Kirillachev across Barbieri there. Loose puck bouncing down behind the goal line. Kirillachev with it. Tried to just shovel that one home there on Solomon, and he will cover. Here with 7:11 left to go here in the third. Off the draw, this one goes back to Boyle. Shot from the point, redirected in front by Lastra, but Solomon will hold on again. Now down to 7:05. Left here in this third period. Glei will take this faceoff for CHB, but it's won back by Homegrown Hockey. Pass too far for Boyle. It's picked up and played nearly right back into the crease. That was by Eddie Kane, who got the pass deflected, as this will go back to the point for Stoffel. He will keep it in for now. Now it bounces out to Azzarello, who will find this one over to Burke. Burke already with 2. Trying to find more, looking for the backdoor pass for Glide. Can't get it to him. As Stoffel will collect it and get it across center ice. Into the zone now, Stoffel. Cutting his way through the defense. Stopped by Solomon. Still on it again is Stoffel. Back up to the point. Kept here in the zone, walking into the low slot, high and above the net. That shot goes as Lastra will keep this one in. Lastra tried to stop with it as he goes into the wall with Jacoby. Lastra and Tietz there. Lastra able to take it away for a moment, but it's knocked away from him. Now Burke with it. Burke has that one knocked aside. Meehan tried to play it through the legs, looking for a pass. But it's picked up here by O'Donnell. Here comes HGH again, looking for some options. Have to pull up at the point across. Able to find this one lower to Tietz. Quick shot on looking for the redirect in front was O'Donnell. Trying to tuck that one was O'Donnell again. Just can't get it to go. And San Domenico tried to put that one in as well, as O'Donnell has it. Across, looking in front there, trying to find Tietz again. Looking for his 4th of the game, already has 3, as Tietz has it. Trying to play to San Domenico. Back up to the point, kept here by Lastra. Lastra will send lower. San Domenico, he fires, stopped there. On the rebound, it's stopped by Solomon. What a pad save by Bo, as it goes out the other way here for Meehan. Meehan trying to cut through the defense. Smith will play that one away with the paddle. Comes all the way back out here to Tietz, will play it forward. Into the zone. Across to Tietz, onto the backhand. It's stopped by Solomon again. What a stop yet again by Solomon. Couple of huge clutch saves as CHB trying to go all at offense right now. Helkowski put that shot up and over, but he's able to get the rebound back as he plays it lower. Rebound chance, stopped by Smith. Goes back up to the point. Now comes out of the zone for Gold. Gold works by 1. Weaves his way into the zone. Lays the puck off. Trying to get it across was Helkowski. Now Atwell with it. No one on the other side of the circle as Azzarello tried to find somebody. Carnamola tried to fire. Couldn't get it through as it's picked up here by King. Works by Vadola. King walking in. Got his stick checked there as it's knocked away by Solomon. And Vadola will get back on it with under 4 minutes left to go here in period number 3. And like I said earlier, make sure to stay tuned here for game number 2 of the evening when the Hockey House podcast take on the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, as that one is an offside whistle there on College Hockey Buzz. The Hockey House podcast still searching for their first victory of the year as well. Currently 0-1 and 0-1. 1 regulation loss and 1 shootout loss. Both with the score of 6-5, funnily enough. Their first loss was to Synergy Uniforms back on the 3rd last week. That was a 6-5 loss. And then they lost to Breakout Sports Broadcasting 6-5 in the shootout. In the only game last Thursday to close out week 1. That was the first shootout of the 2025 season. The only one we've had so far, as this one will go all the way back here for Boyle with 2:42 left to go here in the game. And if you haven't tuned into any of our streams so far, we've got about 10 minutes in between each games here at the JPL. So we'll be taking a short little break, getting to water, catching our breath a little bit here. A nice little ice cut here at the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House here in Newark, New Jersey. And then we'll be back here for game number 2 after this one wraps up in just about 2:13. As driving in, stopped at the blue line is HGH, but they play it right back in, picked up here by Vadola. He will play it off to Carnamola. Carnamola works his way by two defenders, driving into the zone now. He lost the handle as Barbieri knocked it away for a moment. Now Jacoby with it. Jacoby has that one stopped by Stoffel, but it's picked up here by Carnamola again. Actually, that's Keola, excuse me, as he will play this one forward up to Burke. Burke driving in. Burke with it, looking for a lane. Has no help with him, now sends here to Jacoby. Back up here to Burke. Looking, finds Keola with it. Keola, he fires redirected there by Carnamola, but it went wide. Burke on it again. Burke in front, stopped by Smith on the rebound. Kane took the shot. It actually got blocked there by Carnamola, caught that one in the foot, as Kane will play it across to him. Carnamola on it again. Works around one, Keola with it. Tries to shovel a backhander on. Bouncing for Burke on the backhand, stopped on the rebound, they score. It's Kane who puts it into the back of the cage with 54 seconds left to go. And it seems like we may have a running clock here in the waning seconds of this game with just about 40 seconds left to go. We'll take a look at the goal one more time there from Eddie Kane. There's a bit of a shovel shot from Keola and a bouncer there from Burke, and Kane just able to find the rebound and put it into the back of the cage. As Keola will find Burke again. He's got two, looking for one more to complete the Hattie, as this one is played forward, trying to find Jacoby, can't get it to go. Stoffel has his glove knocked off, but he still goes the other way with it. He tries to fire, that one steered aside. 10 seconds left to go with the whistle, as Solomon will cover. Seconds counting down off the clock, and that will do it for this one. A 10-4 win for Homegrown Hockey. Collect their first victory of the 2025 season. Now a 1-1 record. And College Hockey Buzz fall down to 0-2 on the year. Still hunting for their first win of the season. They will have to wait a little bit longer. These two teams will face each other yet again later on in this week. We'll have to see if College Hockey Buzz can try and find a way to win that one. But either way, that will do it for game number one, a 10-4 victory for Homegrown Hockey. Make sure to stay tuned. We've got one more game here on the slate here this evening. The Hockey House Podcast taking on the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation in just about 10 minutes or so. We'll see you in just a little bit. Stay tuned. Good evening, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal. We are back for game number 2 here of the night. The Hockey House podcast taking on the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. JMGF looking for their second straight win to kick off the 2025 season. And the Hockey House podcast looking for their first victory of the year. Big tilt here in this one today. Unlike game number 1, a 10-4 win for Homegrown Hockey over College Hockey Buzz. A big win for HGH in game 1, securing their first dub of the year. And here in this one, Hockey House looking to do the same as we get ready to go here for the opening puck drop. Thank you for joining us here in this one today. Got a couple of fill-in players for the Hockey House podcast. Whole bunch of guys out on the ice with some new jerseys, so we're going to have to try and figure out the names as we go along here in this one. We do know one of them, though, in between the pipes, Mac Alvino getting the nod, filling in here for the Hockey House podcast, and we are off here for this one. Over on the other side of things for JMGF, in between the pipes, Matthew Carter from High Point University. Hails from Florham Park, New Jersey, as it's kept here by JMGF quickly. Comes right back out to cross here at center ice. He will spring it the other way. Looking for Hollis Humphreys, has the 99 on his jersey, sporting the Gretzky number and Hollywood on the back of his jersey. Fitting for the number he is wearing, as this will go all the way back into the JMGF end. Kept in the zone here by the Hockey House podcast. Back up to the point. Forehand at the blue line. Has that one knocked away. Out the other direction. Pryle with it on the breakaway chance. Pryle walking into the backhand. Stop there by Alvino. That is a big-time stop by Alvino. As out the other way, here comes the Hockey House podcast again. Heggie winds up the clap bomb. That one goes up and over the bar. Good chances for both squads here early in the opening stages of this game, as forehand will try and get going the other direction. And that one will just redirect in on to Carter, and he will hold on here with 13:40 left to go in the first. Seems like we're going no shots up on the board again here for this one, so unfortunately we won't have those on the scoreboard for you here, but try and keep a mental note, if we can, of them at some point, as that shot from the blue line skips wide of everybody. Guterman tried to get onto that one, as it is picked up and skated out of the zone here by Ryan Callahan. Callahan trying to get on it, can't hold on, as this one bounces back here to the 4 of Gregory. Now taking the other way, Dorado with it, plays it across, trying to find Delanzo. It's stopped there by him, as it's picked up here by Kyle Gregory again. Gregory will lay off. Callahan with it. Still in the zone. He fires that one. Stopped there by Alvino. Along the boards, Callahan comes together with his teammate as it goes into the corner. Pass across. Trying to get that one through. They couldn't do so, as going back to get this goes the 21 of Bauer Crooks. Along the wall. Trying to get to this is Gregory again. Can't do so. Nearly sticked aside there by LaCourte. As Guterman is able to get back on this one again. Cross with it. Trying to send things forward. Can't do so that time. It's picked up here by Brendan Ross, who drives in. Has that one stolen aside. Out the other way, Pryle with another breakaway chance. Walking into the backhand. A big-time glove save by Alvino. What a stop there by him. Let's take another look at that save there from Alvino. That is a big-time stop there with the glove on Pryle. His second breakaway already here in this game. Just can't get it to go, as that one goes up and over from Hollis Humphreys. Humphreys back on it again. Humphreys looking, sends it around to Cross. Cross back to Humphreys. Stops on a dime, spins away. They're from the 27 of LaCourte. Able to play this one across, able to find Jones. Trying to go backdoor. Couldn't connect on the pass. Looking to try and find Pryall again. The Jersey Hitman 18U AAA skater. Already having a couple great chances here in this one as Kramer looks for the backdoor pass. Kept here by the Hockey House Podcast. Looking for a pass into the slot. Walking right in. That one stopped by Carter. That's a big-time save there on Darren LaCourte. Another one of the William Patterson boys. We saw a lot of them earlier with Homegrown Hockey. Yet another one with LaCourte. As forehand puts on the shimmy move. Sends this one forward. Shot fired in on to Carter, and he will hold on and cover. So it seems like we are going to try and track some shots here. Technical Director Colton Reynolds on my left, going to try his best to be as accurate as possible. Shots right now, 4-3 in favor of Hockey House Podcast as Gregory walks in, tried to go top shelf, but he put it off the crossbar and out. That was a rip there from Gregory. What a wicked shot there from him. The other way now, the Hockey House Podcast trying to get it back out to center ice. They find Russo looking across for Heggie. Couldn't connect on the pass. The captain of this Hockey House Podcast team. Able to steal it away. Heggie with it. Walking right on in. A big stop there by Carter again. Got just enough of it to keep it out of the net. Gregory the other way. Flying up and down the ice. Leaves it for Callahan. Couldn't get the shot through as trying to take it away is Sikevich. Bouncing puck right in onto the side of the net. Sikevich on it again. Up to the point for Stiles. He fires through traffic. On the rebound, it's stopped there by Alvino. How did he get the pad down? Think it might have been the paddle. He reached back. And knocked it down. I don't know how he did that one. We'll have to try and get another look at it when we can at the next stoppage, as that one is steered away by Carter. Heggie with it again. Heggie has it stolen away. Gets knocked all the way back in the end of HHP. Puck taken away from Andrew Gross. Played across for Cross. That one fired in onto Alvino, and he will make the save again. Let's take another look, if we can, at that Alvino save. This puck got shot in from the point, and right on the back door on the rebound, I don't know how he got the paddle down. Just reached back and knocked it off the goal line. What a paddle stop there from Alvino. Has something for a couple other games here in the club division this year and has been nothing short of excellent. Still a 0-0 game here with 9:07 left to go in period number 1. Across to get this is Brendan Ross, now picked up here by Guterman. Bouncing puck, knocked down by Pryall, trying to keep it away from DeLanzo. Poked forward there for a moment by Jones, as DeLanzo will get it back. DeLanzo, he fires stop there by Carter. Jones will look for a pass for Humphreys, but it goes too far for him. All the way back to get it. Goes the 21 of Ross. Aikini will send this one forward. Ross with it again. Tries to put on the move. It's stopped there by Guterman. As Cross will get on it again here. The other direction now. Matt Goggin trying to weave his way in. Can't do so. As Pryall tried to get on it. Couldn't do it that time. Shifty little head fake there. They're able to keep it for a moment. Now it's taken by Hollis Hollywood Humphreys as he drives into the zone. Humphreys can't hold on to that puck as it bounces out here for Kramer. Can't hold on to it. Stiles with it now. He will send forward. Into the zone. Goggin will chase after it for JMGF. As Pryal will contain again. He will send this one all the way back here to Stiles. Fired on through. Another save there by Alvino on Sakevich. As it's kept in the zone here by the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. A lot of pressure here as Goggin fires a shot. Redirected but gloved down by Alvino. Off the face-off, trying to get on it is Sakevich. Goggin trying to fight for it. Actually, that's Gregory fighting for it down there, too. Steered aside and sent around here by LaCourte, but not out of the zone yet. Goggin will keep it in, trying to play it lower, couldn't do so. Bouncing puck, picked back up and played around by the Hockey House podcast. Can't get it out of the zone. Sakevich able to keep it. Goggin with it now. Trying to fire, can't do it. Taken away here by JMGF, fired on to Alvino. He stops it with the pads. Out the other way, here goes Giolanza. He fires that one in onto Carter, and he will hold on. Able to glove that one down with the leather. Bit of a tricky shot there from Joseph Giolanza. The high schooler from St. Peter's. Hails from Staten Island, New York. Heggie will take this draw up against Cross. Off the face-off. One here by JMGF, taken by Jones. Evan Jones will send it forward. Able to find Pryal. Has Cross driving to the net from Cross with it. On the backhand, couldn't get it to go. Tried to bounce it back to his forehand as Pryal will send it back in. Cross will send hard around. Humphreys looking for a lane to Cross. He fires. Alvino able to make the save, and he jumps on top of it for the whistle. With 6:08 left to go in the first. Shots 12-8 in favor of the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. They've looked real good so far. Looking for their second straight win as Humphreys fires a sharp angle shot from the hash marks. Glove down by Alvino again. And it looks like Pryal may have lost a screw to his helmet potentially. So he will go to the locker room to try and get some repairs. Off the draw, this one won back by JMGF again, and I think we may get an offside call here. Just came over the line there on Evan Jones. Driving into the zone, here goes Andrew Gross. Can't hold on to it as it bounces out the other direction. Callahan couldn't get onto that one. Chasing after this goes Russo alongside Dorada as Gross will send it across. Looking for Heggie. Forehand is there with him. Forehand with it. Up to Aikini. Aikini at the point. He fires. That one is blocked by Cross. Trying to spring Humphreys the other way. They couldn't do it. Now Jones with it. Looking for Humphreys. Has Callahan with him. Humphreys with it to Callahan. Bouncing puck into Alvino as Humphreys lost his stick. As this goes over here to Gio Russo. Callahan trying to play lower. Cross there with him. Goggin able to keep it in. Humphreys with his stick back. Plays back here to Goggin. Goggin. Nifty little shot. Makes its way through everybody and goes into the far side corner. And forehand can't hold on to that one at center ice. Played back up to Humphreys. Humphreys. He fires. That one goes right off the mask there of Alvino. Collects another save there with under 5 to go here in period 1. Driving in. Here goes the Hockey House podcast. Gross with it. Trying to look for a redirect in front for Heggie. just can't find him. As it's steered back out to center ice, Gregory with it. The other way now. Callahan looking for Gregory, just can't connect. Now Kramer, one-on-one the other way. Kramer with it, tried to go for the dirty dangle, got broken up as DeLanzo sends it across to him. Has Dorada in the middle, looking for some help, goes back up to the point. That shot goes wide of the cage on the toe drag chance. Another chance here, walking in, that one stopped there by Carter. Ross with it, redirected in front. Carter with a big-time stop and a clear away from the net front. That one was by Goggin again. Another chance here for the Hockey House podcast, rings off the uprights. Went right off the post as Callahan goes the other way, 3-on-1. Trying to get on a partial breakaway chance. Back to Callahan, over to the back door. They can't get it to go. Couldn't connect on the pass as it bounced over his stick. Whole bunch of chances so far for both teams. Each team hitting the iron once in this one so far already. As here goes Sakevich trying to play the backdoor pass, looking for Gregory, can't connect. Kramer trying to keep it away from Bauer Crooks. Crooks playing for the New York Apple Corps in the EHL. As this one is rung forward to Gregory. Across, able to find Stiles. Stiles cutting into the slot, looking to fire. That one goes up and over the bar. On the rebound, it's covered up by Alvino. Off the face-off, this goes back up to the point. Stiles keeps it in, plays it across. Pryal back out on the ice after some repairs. He fires, that shot goes redirected wide. Back out into the neutral territory. Pryal will send this one back across to Stiles. Sending this one deep into the zone. Delayed offside on the play. There for the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Now Foran looking to get going. Foran with the nifty handles, lays this one off to Dorada. He fires, and he scores! That was actually Giolanza. Giolanza rips that one home, and it is 1-0 in favor of the Hockey House podcast. Let's take another look at that one. Giolanza will put this one into the back of the cage. Got my 9s and 19s confused. I saw the 9, thought it was Dorada, but it was Giolanza who just rips this one past Matthew Carter and makes it a 1-0 game in favor of the Hockey House podcast. I mentioned it in game number 1 and earlier in this one. They're still looking for their first win of the 2025 season as Cross tries to center this one in front, and they score! Humphreys with the response, and we are tied at 1. Hollis Hollywood Humphreys opens the game here for JMGF and ties it at 1 apiece. We'll get another look at it here. It was a beautiful tap in here from Humphreys, just able to poke that one through Alvino. And we are tied at 1. Humphreys, his first goal of the 2025 season, played excellent last year for Team BSB. As this will go all the way back into the HHP end, and now takes a funny hop off of a stick, goes all the way into the JMGF end, as it's collected here by Evan Jones. Has that one stolen aside. Backdoor pass meant to connect, just couldn't do so for HHP. Out the other way, here comes JMGF again. Pryal with it. Goes to the backhand, has that one stolen aside. Stolen away by Cross now. Humphreys with it, looking for the backdoor. Pryal there, can't get to it in time. Jones keeps it in, over to Cross, that one goes wide. Another chance in front for Cross. Can't get the shot off, back to the point. Guterman with it, plays lower to Humphreys. Humphreys fires. Off the side of the cage it goes. Alvino might have gotten a piece of it, but this will go all the way down. No icing called. Gross will get there first. As he looks to get into the slot, fires on the rebound chance, another big stop right on the goal crease. It's stopped there by Jones, and he will put it into the pads of Carter. Off the draw, one back here by JMGF. And looking at the out-of-town scoreboard here for the Stanley Cup Final, as HHP try and get a shot on target, it's 2-0 Panthers here after the first period. So the Florida Panthers looking to go up 2-1 in the series. Games 1 and 2 were spectacular overtime thrillers, as here comes JMGF again, a big stop by Alvino. That chance was for Callahan, as Goggin will get the puck here. Another chance, rings off the iron. That was for Callahan again. Two great chances for Callahan on this shift. They're going to wave off the icing, as chasing after this goes Kramer. He gets to it first, looking for DeLanzo on the back door. He put it into his skates, and that will do it for period number 1, a action-packed first here between the Hockey House podcast and the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. JMGF looking to try and earn another win here in this one and give themselves a nice 2-0 start to the year. But we will step aside here for the brief first intermission. We'll be back for the second period in just a few moments. And we are back. Thank you for joining us here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for period number 2 between the Hockey House podcast and the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. A 1-1 game after one. It's been a great one so far. Chances aplenty for both teams. A bunch of posts for both teams as Humphreys tries to get onto that one. Tied the game for JMGF after Hockey House opened the scoring. Shots currently 19-13 in favor of the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, as here comes HHP into the zone. Puck in the near side left corner. Trying to hold on to this one. Bouncing puck there for Cross. Also down in there is LaCourte. Cross will send it around, able to find the 24 of Styles. He can't move it forward, though. Bounced along the hash marks now. Cleared out by Pryall, is able to find Humphreys. Humphreys with it, looking to power move his way in. Couldn't get that one by Alvino, but he's still on the puck. Saucer pass across. Shot fired is blocked by Foran. Still with it, though. Sharp angle chance. That one's knocked away. Guterman with it. Plays this one into Pryall on the backhand. Knocked around by Alvino. Gloved up and held onto with the leather. Face off to the left of Alvino here. Won by the Hockey House podcast. Alvino filling in for Michael Contessa here in this one, as that one is gloved down by Matthew Carter. Carter coming into the game, a 1-0 record, 6.0 GAA and an .878 save percentage, allowed 6 goals in the win for the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. They played Homegrown Hockey back on the 4th, a 7-6 victory in that one. We're able to outduel the pretty much entirety of the William Patterson team. As here comes Crooks, he fires. That one is saved there by Alvino again, as Crooks got knocked down to the ice there on that play. The skater who knocked him down came over to give him a little "I'm sorry about that." Obviously, as the JPL is a no-hitting summer league. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, as that shot goes wide from Guterman, a hard slap shot. If you are just tuning in for the first time to the JPL this season, we're 5-on-5 now. Here in the JPL, used to be 4-on-4, now 5-on-5 this season. With all the stats going on Elite Prospects, and like I said in the opening night, we are officially official with the stats here in the Jersey Pro League, as that one is stopped there by Carter, and he will cover up yet again. Face off in the left side of the screen. Gross will send this one around. Trying to get to it here is Goggin. Goggin has it stolen away by Russo. Gio Russo, another one of the William Patterson boys. Picked back up here by HHP, trying to center. Heggie with it, looking to play to Gross. Couldn't get the shot off, had his stick lifted. Now taken by Humphreys, wearing the 99 of Gretzky with Hollywood on his back. Looking to try and find a lane here. Hollis across, shot fired through traffic. Alvino able to hold on as Cross was right on the doorstep. Off the draw, this one rung around here by HHP, looking to get this to Dorada. Dorada will spring it forward, out the other way. DeLanzo has a man on the other side, trying to play it across. It's stopped, though, by Carter. Got the paddle down and made the save. That was on Kramer. Big time stop there from Carter, as it's picked up again here by Ross. He fires one up and over the bar. Knocks down off the high glass, as Cross will send it around to Pryall. He will find Humphreys. Humphreys looking, tried to get a shot off, whiffed on it as he had his stick knocked away. Now that shot fired wide of the cage by Stiles. Dorada on it again. He will send it hard around, but not out of the zone, kept in by Crooks. Through traffic, bouncing puck knocked away there by Alvino. Just knocked that one out of the air with the glove as it bounces back here to Crooks again. Stiles, pass a bit errant there, went to nobody as Kramer will lay it back. Played up off the wall, gets by Stiles. Will this be an icing? Indeed it will, here on the Hockey House podcast. .10:58 left to go here in period number 2. Thank you for joining us here in this one today. It's been a great one so far here for the second game of the night. Here in night number 2 of the Jersey Pro League in week 2 here at the JPL. And we've got a big day tomorrow here for the Jersey Pro League. The Pro Division kicks off their season tomorrow. 7:15 start time for that. Got 2 games of the Pro Division on the docket. As Styles will block that shot, lifting this out the other way. Gregory will go chase this one down, but Alvino will have to come out and ring it around. The other direction. Things starting to get a little physical there at the blue line as Styles will try and weave his way in. Styles with it. Tries for the toe drag. Shot can't get it off. Picked up here by the Hockey House podcast again. Played the other way. Giolonza with it. Plays the pass off, looking to maybe try and get this back. Walking in. On the doorstep, they score. Darren LaCourte able to put that one into the back of the cage. And the Hockey House podcast go up 2-1. LaCourte tucks that one in. We'll take another look at it here. There's a bit of a scramble in front of the net front, and then LaCourte just came in as the late man trailing in the zone here for HHP and just tucked it 5-hole there on Carter. And HHP now have the lead with just under 10 to play here in the middle frame. Sent in here by Russo. Guterman will send this one around, able to find Jones. Back to Guterman. Able to send it up here to Cross. Cross and Heggie trying to go to work on each other as it's picked up by Jones again. Back in their own end is HHP. Looking for their first W of the year. They lost in a shootout to Team BSB in their last game. As this one is lifted forward for Cross. Cross lays off for Humphreys across. Guterman with it. Backdoor. That one stopped by Alvino. Cross put it right into the pads of Alvino. Instead of trying to go to the other side, he just put that one right into the pads. He's definitely going to want that one back, as this will go all the way back down to Carter. Kept in here by Humphreys with it. He fires, rings it off the bar and up into the netting. Another one off the post here for the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. That's the 3rd one off the iron. Off the draw, Styles with it, redirected right in front, bouncing puck saved there by Alvino. Another good stop, that time on Sakevich. As this one bounces for Kramer. Trying to spring it forward, looking for DeLanzo, can't connect. Back to get it goes Mac Goggin. Plays at Sacred Heart University from Mendham, New Jersey. Ross. With it now. He will skate it out of the zone, but it's taken away by Sakevich. He fires on, glove down by Alvino again, and he will just hold on to that one. Off the faceoff, it's one back here by JMGF again. Across the Styles, he winds up the shot. That one goes up and over the bar. Alvino had to try and jump for that one. As out the other direction, walking into Dorada, fires and scores. And HHP go up 3-1. Dorada was just able to find that pass to him and just walked in and ripped it in there on Carter. Went blocker side on him. And as the puck popped out here, Dorada will get this pass, get on the breakaway behind the defense, and just walks in and puts it by Carter blocker's side. And it is a 3-1 game for HHP as DeLanzo cuts around a defenseman. He fires that one in onto Carter. Rebound was loose, but it bounces over to Cross. Cross into the zone. Still with the puck down behind the goal line, looking for some options. Across to the other side, able to find Styles from the point. That one redirected by forehand up and over the bar. As he will collect it now again. Pitches it forward for Kramer. Trying to spring it for forehand the other way. Forehand still with it to the backhand. Looking for an option, but it's taken by Humphreys. Humphreys looking to play forward, looking for Pryall. Pryall will still give chase. Now forehand to collect on it. 6:45 left to go here in the second period. Into the zone. Fired on. Saved there by Carter again. Shots currently 28-19 in favor of JMGF as here goes Humphreys to the backhand. Tried to play it across. Bouncing puck near the crease. Callahan couldn't corral it. As it's sent out of the zone by HHP again. Bouncing puck, LaCourte with it now. LaCourte to the backhand, fires it on. Stopped there by Carter. Pryall trying to get to it. Actually, that's Callahan, excuse me. As this one bounces here by Crooks and will go into the corner. Out the other direction. Kyle Gregory will lay this one off. Sakevich trying to play this one back door. Callahan with it at the point. Lays this one across. Trying to find it through. That one's saved by Alvino again as Sakevich will corral it down behind the goal line. Looking to go to the point for Crooks. He's able to corral it and fire. That one's blocked away by LaCourte. Aikini will send it around, but not out. Guterman will keep it in the zone. Able to keep it lower. Sakevich with it. Looking to maybe try and center. Has to go back to the point. Shot from the blue line is blocked away there by the defense of HHP. As this one bounces to the corner, Gregory will go to it. Back up to the point for Guterman. Guterman stopped on the blue paint. He keeps it in the zone. Good job to do so. Numbers here over to Gregory. He tried to fire, whiffed on it, nearly somehow ended up in the back of the net. Bit of a knuckle puck there for Gregory. As that one redirected by Sakevich goes up into the netting. That was a weird shot there from Gregory. Nearly found its way in. Bit of a screwball shot there for Gregory. Nearly tricked Alvino, but he's able to read it just enough to stop it. Under 5 to play here in period 2. Humphreys with it. Quick shot on is blocked away. Thereby forehand. Forehand looking for Heggie. Across the other side for Gross. Looking to fire it across. Ross there. Stopped there by Carter. The other direction now into the zone. Cross with it. Looking for a redirect in front. No one was home as Humphreys will pick it up, trying to dart his way into the front. Over to the back door for Cross. Back to Humphreys, trying to get a shot off. Stopped there by Alvino. Still on it is Humphreys. He fires. That one goes wide of the cage. Goggin can't keep it in the zone. Has to play it across. Able to find Jones. Pryall with it along the wall. He will send in. Cross will give chase. Played across to Russo. His pass is blocked, but it bounces all the way over to Gross. A big-time stop by Carter with the pads. Heggie with it. Taken by Humphreys, looking to spring it for Pryall. Pryall and Cross, 2-on-2 into the zone. Late man trailing is Humphreys. Humphreys with it now. Has to pull away. Back up to the point for Styles. He fires through traffic. That one might have hit Cross as it's picked up and skated out of the zone here by Forehand. Forehand awaiting for some help. Taken away here by JMGF. Out the other direction is Callahan. Callahan feeds it forward. Sakevich with it. Can't get a shot off. Looking for a lane here to pass to. Has to send it around the goal line. Along the wall is Forehand. Can't get it out of the zone. Now it bounces off the stick of Crooks. He will have to play it back to Styles. Callahan with the puck driving in. With it, he fires. Alvino makes the initial stop on the rebound. Sakevich will send it around. Callahan with it in front of Crooks. That one just bounced off his stick. Rebound chance there for Callahan, trying to get the shot off. It was blocked away as it's collected by Russo and sent around. Forehand will spring it the other direction. Kramer trying to get on it. Gregory hanging all over him. Kramer still with it. Looking for somebody to give him some help. Has to play this one off. Shot through traffic is stopped. Another one stopped there by Carter. As Gregory will collect again. Has to play back here to Stiles. The 6'2" defender from Sacred Heart driving his way up the ice. Stiles with it to the backhand, able to keep it. Looking for a saucer pass in front, couldn't connect. Still on it again. Sikevich looking at the goal crease, can't get a shot off. Back to the point for Crooks. He fires through traffic on the rebound chance. A big-time stop there by Alvino, and he got the second one as well. Sikevich lower. Gregory now with it behind the goal line. Looking back for Sikevich. Bounces back up here to Callahan. Under 2 to play here in period number 2. JMGF trying to find a response here, down by 2 goals. Here in this one right now, 3-1. Going the other way, trying to weave their way in as HHP can't do so that time. DeLanzo to Kramer. Kramer lays it off to Rada, trying to cut his way in, can't do so. Got some help there. As now Pryal the other way, 2-on-1 here with Humphreys. Pryal to Humphreys, under the forehand, backhanded shot there from Humphreys. A stop by Alvino. Almost ran out of room there was Hollywood Humphreys, as the other way DeLanzo now goes. Kicked aside by Carter with the pad. Shots 35-24 in favor of the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation, as DeLanzo was stonewalled by Carter. Humphreys the other way to Pryal, bouncing puck on him, gets away from him. Capped here by the Hockey House podcast, trying to drive in with some speed. Have to lay this one back, a nice stop by Carter as it's ringed around to Pryal. Looking to spring Humphreys, just couldn't get the pass through a bunch of skaters for HHP as it's sent in by LaCourte. Guterman, he will send around and out. Back into the neutral zone as Cross will glove this one down. Pitch forward, looking for Pryal. Up off the glass and out. Kept here by HHP again. Knocked aside by the paddle of Carter. Into the wall it goes. Now in the corner, Jones fighting down there with Dorada. He will hit the deck as it bounces here to Guterman, and we're going to get a hand pass call, it seems. And that will do it for period number 2. So after 2 periods of play, it is a 3-1 lead here for the Hockey House podcast. But we will step aside after 2 periods of play. Still got 1 more left to go. A 3-1 lead for HHP heading into the 3rd period. And quickly looking at the out-of-town scoreboard, it's a 3-1 lead for the Panthers over the Oilers right now. But we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the 3rd period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Corolla Pascal, back here for the third period of play here in this one between the Hockey House Podcast and the John Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. A 3-1 lead for HHP is where we stand right now. Shots coming into the third, 35-27, and we're going to get an offside call here on HHP. And we mentioned the out-of-town scoreboard before we went to the brief intermission. A 3-1 game in favor of the Panthers. Sam Reinhart scoring the most recent goal. Roofs at top shelf. Panthers looking for their second straight cup. Their third straight cup appearance. And trying to take a 2-1 lead here in the cup finals. Taken here by the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Able to collect it here is Gregory. He sends it back. Able to find Stiles. Stiles across. Connects here with Goggin. Driving in now. Here goes Callahan, fired on into Alvino, and he will hold on to it. Got it somewhere in his pads down there. And it seems like JMGF thought they might have had a goal there, but it doesn't seem like they're going to get one. And big kudos to one of the refs down there. Walked over to the JMGF bench after video review. Video's inconclusive. Like it. Love that stuff. As this is sent in here by Russo, trying to feed this one forward to Gross. Plays the backdoor pass across, looking for Heggie. Couldn't connect on it. Knocked away here by Callahan, driving in. Knocks off one defender on the backhand. Can't get it to go. And JMGF were looking for a penalty. They're not going to get it, though. Callahan was flying into the zone and got yanked down as Heggie will go the other way. Gets by Callahan. Heggie with it will send it around to forehand. Back up at the blue line. He can't handle it. It comes out of the zone. Trying to weave his way back in. Gets by Stiles. Forehand with it on the backhand, trying to shovel that one in. And it will just be covered up by Matthew Carter. And just as I was saying, it's a 3-1 game for the Panthers. They make it 4-1. Everyone's favorite Sam Bennett collecting his 14th goal of the postseason. And it is 4-1 Panthers. Still a 3-1 game here, though, between the Hockey House Podcast and the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Period 3 here in this one as Prial will drive in. Prial with it to the backhand, looking to power move in front, and he scores! What a tuck there from Clayton Prial. Just put that one past Alvino. And let's take another look at that one. Just walked right in. And ripped this one home. Beautiful move to get by the defender and then just tucked it short side there on Alvino. And he cuts the lead down to 1 and makes it a 3-2 game here with 12:50 left to go in period 3. That shot kicked aside by Alvino. That one was from the hash marks from Humphreys as it goes 2-on-2 the other way. Kramer with it, looking for DeLanzo as the late man in. Dorado with it now. DeLanzo bouncing puck. Prial with it again. Finds Cross across to Humphreys. Humphreys lays off for Prial, looking for his second. Walks by a defender again. Tries the same move. This one stopped. Guterin puts it top shelf, and he scores. Guterman, what a beautiful finish. Put that one top shelf far side. Nearly knocked the bottle off as well. What a shot there from Guterman. The University of Tampa defenseman with a rip, putting that one top shelf. And we are tied at 3. Just like that, the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. 2 quick goals here to start the third period. Erase the 2-goal deficit. And it is a tie game once again. We're right back where we started this thing, as this will go right back up to the point. That one shot goes wide from the blue line from HHP. Kept in the zone. Spinorama move. They're able to keep it here in the zone. Giolanza had it for a moment. Now out the other way. Here goes Gregory on a breakaway chance. Gregory with it. He fires it. Stopped by Alvino on the breakaway chance. Nearly stolen away again by JMGF. They are buzzing right now. Giolanza the other way. Through the legs, Dangle able to keep it here in the zone, looking for a pass back up to the point. Just ringed around the end wall there as Guterman will get back on it. Played up off the boards and out of the zone. Taken here by LaCourte. Knocked away by Guterman, and that one will just hop up right into the bench. There of the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Off the draw, one back here by JMGF again, as Humphreys will collect this one. Humphreys with it, driving in, sends it to Cross, over to the back door looking for Pryall, just put it wide of his stick. A little bit too hard on that pass as Humphreys collects it again. Humphreys across, finds it to Goggin, and Alvino will hold on to that one, got it right in the breadbasket. Shots now 40 to 28. 10:44 left to go. Here in this one. Puck picked up here by forehand off the faceoff. Weaves it into the zone himself. Gets stopped up there by the 15 of Evan Jones. Plays for the New Jersey Rockets U18 AAA squad in the THF from Bridgewater, New Jersey. Sent into the zone here by Russo. Back to get it is Goggin. Goggin to Jones again. Jones will play it up the wall to Pryall. He tries to send it to Humphreys, couldn't do so as Jones will just send this one deep and around. As Humphreys will give chase here. Had to get back on sides as forehand keeps it away from him. Sends to Russo. Can't get it away from Callahan. Has to play it across. Able to find forehand again. Now to Heggie. Heggie into the zone. Fires a shot. This one redirected in front, but it's covered up by Carter. Off the face-off, this one goes back up to the point. Sent out here by JMGF, out the other way. Callahan with it. Has Gregory with him. Callahan with it. Nifty move, but what a save by Alvino. My goodness, what a save and what a shot. There from Sakevich. David Sakevich with a wicked shot to put that one past Alvino. And JMGF have the lead 4-3. Let's take another look at that one. We might get both the save. Yes, we do. That original stop by Alvino, ridiculous. And Sakevich with just a wicked shot while falling to the ground. Able to put that one into the back of the cage. What a sequence And the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation now leading 4-3, but here comes Kramer in on Carter, and he will hold on. This has been a heck of a game here to end night number 2. Here in week 2 of the Jersey Pro League, and once again, make sure to tune in tomorrow for night number 1 of the Pro Division here in the JPL for 2025. And it seems like we might get a timeout here. Seems like we're going to get a timeout here, potentially by HHP, to talk things over after giving up 3 goals here in this period. So while they take a timeout, we will as well. We'll be back in just a few seconds. And we are back after the timeout, and quickly, shot goes right into the glove of Matthew Carter. So we will set up and do it again here with 9 minutes left to go. Here in period number 3. Another quick shot. That one is blocked. Humphreys will take this one away. Has Stiles with him. Humphreys to Stiles, to the backhand, back to Humphreys. On the backhand chance, tried to go backdoor. Just couldn't get it to go. Just couldn't connect on that pass, as Pryal will keep it in the zone for now. Humphreys tried to get to it, 2-on-1 the other way. DeLanzo with Kramer over to him. He first tried to go sharp side high. Just couldn't get it on target, as this one bouncing towards the crease. Collected here by Kramer. Back up to the point, Dorada fires. That one knocked away by Stiles with the skate, as DeLanzo will send this one lower to Kramer again. Picked up here by Crooks. He will send it hard around and out. Humphreys will get to this one first, but coming out to make the play is Alvino. Nearly had it taken away on that pass. Dangerous one. As HHP are chased back into their own end. It's been all JMGF here in this third period. 3 goals here in the third, as they're going to wave off the icing. Shots 42-32 right now, here with 7:50 left to go in the third period. Taken away here. Callahan with it, picks off the pass, and he scores! Callahan able to pick off that pass from the defenseman and just ripped it by Alvino on the blocker side. We'll take another look at this one. It was a bit of an errant pass, but Callahan able to read the play well and just picks it right off, walks in, picks his spot, and puts it home. And it's now 5-3 in favor of the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Looking to start the year with a 2-0 record. What a way it would be to start the season. As trying to get to this is Callahan again, almost got there, but Alvino came out to play it with the puck. Another one sent away there as it's picked up by HHP. Trying to respond, looking for a goal, as this one shot by forehand, stopped there by the blocker of Carter. Back up to the point now, sent lower, looking for LaCourte. LaCourte crosses up. On it is forehand. Has to send lower behind the goal line. Giolonza's there. Sikevich able to knock it away for a moment as it bounces back here for HHP. Trying to center in front. Giolonza was there. Came together with Guterman as it's lifted up and out there by Humphreys, as forehand tries to get going into the zone. Forehand cutting into the slot, weaving his way in. That one goes up and over the bar as Guterman will try and clear. Can't do so that time. Now we'll glove this one down, looking to play out, can't do it. Kept in by HHP, looking to respond. Back here to LaCourte, plays this one forward, looking to try and power move their way in, knocked aside by Guterman and Carter as it's taken by LaCourte. They find Forand. Forand cycling here back up to the blue line, fires this from the point, deflected wide by LaCourte. Trying the center, looking here for Russo. Over to the wall, Pryall there. Can't get to it first, kept in the zone here by HHP. Trying to play out quickly, looking for Pryall on the breakaway chance. Forehand will lay this one back. That one goes wide and high off the shot. Now picked up by Russo. Looking to play it across, bouncing puck. Kept here in the zone again. An offensive onslaught here from HHP right now. And just as I say it comes out of the zone. Ikini will have to track it down as Russo gets on it. Under 5:30 to go here in the third period. The Hockey House podcast now down by 2 as Pryall nearly stole that puck away. Gross is able to keep it. Andrew Gross playing for the University of Alabama, driving his way up the ice. Has that one knocked off his stick by Dylan Stiles as he will collect it again. Stiles opts to skate back behind his goaltender. Uses it as a screen, has a little bit of room in front of him now to get going. Cuts by one defender. Tries to walk by another, looking to get it back into Alvino, and he will just cover up with the leather with 4:45 left to go. Shots are 44-34, just about 10 shots for most of this game separating the two teams. Off the faceoff, one back here by JMGF. Fired through traffic, redirected just wide. Dangerous chance there for JMGF again. That one was by Sikevich, as that will be called an icing here on HHP. Off the faceoff, one back up to the point here by JMGF. Again, another shot from Stiles. Redirected there by Sikevich. Just couldn't get it on target that time as trying to drive his way in there was Gross. Almost put on a Gross move as out the other direction goes Callahan. Callahan had a stick lifted by Russo. Walking in there, they just couldn't get a shot off. That was Gregory. Sikevich with it again, tried to put it on target, couldn't get it to go. Ended up putting it wide as trying to get on. This is Gregory. Gregory can't handle the puck. Able to get it back, though, top of the hash marks. Gregory, sharp angle, shot goes wide. Callahan winds up the cannon, and he scores. The clap bomb from Callahan makes it a 6-3 game. That was a rip there from Ryan Callahan of the Montclair Blues U18 AA team. Let's take another look at that one. This was a clap bomb there from Callahan. Just ripped that one into the back of the cage. Past Alvino, and it is 6-3 here with 3:45 left to go. 5 goals here from the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation in the third period alone as Pryall nearly had another. Another bouncing puck across. Humphreys on the doorstep. Cross can't get the rebound chance to go. JMGF want more. Hunting here in this third period as this will go all the way down for an icing here on the Hockey House podcast. Off the face-off, one again there by JMGF. Shot from Humphreys goes wide. Cross! A huge stop by Alvino in transition! Somehow got the pad across there on Cross. Went crisscross on that one. Cross with another face-off win for a moment, but it's quickly taken away here by HHP. Dorado with it. Lays this one off. Forehand walking into the slot. Redirected just wide by DeLanzo. Another one in front taken by Pryal. Pryal 2-on-1 here with Humphreys. Feeds it across to him. Humphreys with it. Looking to go back to Pryal on the rebound. It's stopped there by Alvino. Humphreys will take this one away in the zone. Nice little move to keep the puck. Plays it across. Able to find Jones. Couldn't get the shot off, though. Taken back here by Crooks. Crooks up off the wall. Able to find Gregory. Had to stop on the blue line there. Great job to do so. Avoided the offside call as Humphreys will look here in the zone. Tried to power in front of the net front. Couldn't get there. Forehand with it. Walks by Callahan. Able to drive his way in. He fires that one, goes up and over the bar. Sits on the back of the net trying to dig it out as Crooks, but we will get a whistle with the puck stuck on the back of the net with 2:03 left to go in the third. Off the draw. This one won here by the Hockey House podcast. Net empty for HHP right now. Extra skater on the ice. Taken and played out by Goggin. Isn't going to hit the net, but Sakevich will get there. Beats out the icing call, keeps the play alive. Clock still ticking here for HHP. Down by 3 goals as Forehand tries to get into the zone. Hounded by Sakevich. Taken away nearly by Gregory, but it's kept here. That shot fired and blocked away by Sakevich, and will go up into the netting with 1:31 left to go. Off the faceoff, one back by HHP. Forehand at the point, being hounded along the wall. Has it taken by Sakevich, looking for the empty cage. It won't go. Racing back after it, it's going to be called an icing. Callahan nearly beat that one out. Off the faceoff, another win for HHP on the draw. Just haven't been able to convert. Forehand with it. Puts this one back down low. Goggin with it looking to try and clear. Bouncing puck sent back in deep behind the goal line. Trying to shovel this one in. They can't do so. Down to 1 minute left to go here in the third period. Gross with it. He fires, tries to go up high, but Sakevich will get to it first off the glass. Looking into the empty cage, rings off the outside of the post. Somehow he didn't put it into the 4x6. The other direction, Gross with it now. Into the zone, lays this one off. Gialonzo with it, looking to try and find an angle to fire. Almost took it out of the zone though. Has it taken by Sakevich, will try and find this one to the empty cage. It goes just wide again. Sakevich can't get it to go. That's 3 times he's had a chance at the empty net. 1 off the iron, 2 just wide. We're down to the final 27 seconds. Here in this one. Kramer with it off the faceoff. Lays back to Forehand. Sends this one lower. Looking in front. Scramble in the crease and they score. That got redirected off somebody in front. It might have gone actually off of Guterman. Might have been an own goal. So either way, HHP will take it here with 19 seconds left to go. So a 6-4 game. Here with 19 seconds left. Net still empty here for HHP as it's picked up by Forehand. Forehand trying to drive in quickly, looking for one more. Lays this one off. Has it taken away. Out the other direction goes Styles. On the backhand, it's knocked aside by Gross. Won't go into the empty cage, but that will do it. So a massive comeback for JMGF, the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. Able to come back down from 3-1 and score 5 goals here in the third period to win 6-4 against the Hockey House Podcasts. They now take a 2-0 record into game number 3. A massive, massive win for the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation. The Hockey House Podcast still looking for their first win of the year. But that will wrap things up here for this one today. Night number 2 of the JPL season has come to a close. We'll have day number 3 here in week number 2 tomorrow. The Pro Division kicks off tomorrow evening. Top Line Hockey versus the Team Goose Foundation, set for a 7:15 start time for game number 1. And then the big one, 43 Oak versus X Hockey Products, set for an 8:45 start time tomorrow after game 1. But either way, we will see you tomorrow night. Make sure to stay tuned for all the stuff here on BSB. My name is Carlo Pascal. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.